What does a gathering like this send to the world?
I think it's immensely impressive that so many people have come out to demonstrate against this deal, which I'm afraid to say this deal makes war far more likely than not having this deal. It's quite likely that our allies in the Middle East and Americans are going to die as a result of this deal in future years.
What's the attitude in the UK about this deal?
The UK government supports this deal because the UK was part of the negotiation team that came to this deal. But like in America, many people understand the dangers and the risks of this deal. And many people that I've spoken to, as I do, believe that what should have happened is we should have had intensified sanctions and a greater threat of military action if those sanctions didn't work.
Do you believe that the White House may be able to start, interested in starting war between Israel and Iran?
Absolutely not, no. The White House has no interest in conflict in the Middle East. But unfortunately, the White House's obsession with having this deal means that war is much more likely than it would have been otherwise. It enables Iran to receive $150 billion, which will be used to spread its terrorist and subversion around the region and around the world. And ultimately, by putting in place a deal that will allow Iran to develop a nuclear weapon, it will make nuclear conflict more likely, because Iran will develop a nuclear weapon if it's allowed to, and Iran will use a nuclear weapon.
Can you imagine that the U.S. is trying to denuclearize the Middle East by letting Iran get nuclear weapons to try to get Israel to give them away?
The effect of this deal will be to increase nuclear proliferation. We've already got countries in the Middle East, such as Saudi Arabia and Egypt, who are already investigating the idea of equipping their own country with nuclear weapons because they fear a nuclear-armed Iran. So this deal does not in any way reduce the prospect of nuclear war in the Middle East, it increases it.